SuperMarioPoke, and recently I've been doing the TCG a lot, traveling to a lot of events. But with Sun and Moon coming out, I am really excited to switch to the VGC and get that going. I'm working on getting a capture card for my DS. I don't have one yet, so I recorded it with a camcorder for you guys to enjoy. Sorry about the black lines, but this is some VGC content. I'm going to be doing some singles and some reviews of Pokemon and stuff, but I got a battle here on the ladder against someone from Japan. Um, and right now I think I'm at rank 9 or 10 on the championship global link in the US, not globally. Um, but this is on the way there. I have a lot of battles pre-recorded that I can try to get out for you guys. I go ahead and lead Kartana and Tapu Lele. Tapu Lele is great because I'll get rid of the electric terrain already, which is important. Crocodile bothers me a little bit, but Kartana is totally fine. It's focus sashed, and the attack drop won't be relevant against these two Pokemon. So he actually withdraws and goes into Celestia, which is an amazing tank in this metagame. Like, this Pokemon is one that your team has to be prepared for, or else it will just take the entire, control the entire game because of how powerful and bulky it is. I went for a Secret Sword into the Krook slot. You get a little bit of damage onto Celestia, which is important. I need to get a little chip damage on it in order for Marowak to take the KO with Flare Blitz if it's defensively bulky. I go ahead and protect and swap here. I don't want to get hit with the heavy arm. Or not heavy arm, heavy slam, I believe it's called. And I want to take the switch in, make Tapu Koko not be able to use his lightning attacks because of Marowak's lightning rod ability. The Celestia gets a sub up, which is pretty annoying. It's going to be a Subseed set, I presume. He goes back into Crocodile to get an Intimidate off. And here is where the chip damage and the damage off the substitute really matters. Now that I'm at -1, I have to worry about being able to take the knockout. So I go for the Psychic. In Psychic terrain, I will be able to take out the substitute. And I'm going to Flare Blitz into that slot. I didn't think he would switch out while he was under sub, and I need to take out the Celestia because it is the biggest problem for my team. Heavy Slam will take the KO on Tapu Lele, but it's going to be a trade. And while it's not one I really want to make, it's one I have to make in order to progress through the game. And as you see, he got a special defense boost, so he's more specially bulky than physical, worrying about the lightning bolts from other Tapu Kokos. And maybe discharge from Porygon, that kind of stuff. So Flare Blitz goes ahead and takes the knockout. Also, a lot of Arcanines are actually running specially rather than physical because of Burn Up and Snarl. So I go into a Kartana. Its Focus Sash is still active, which is relevant. He withdraws Crocodile again, trying to get a lot of value out of that Intimidate. Because soon, once one more Pokemon gets knocked out, I won't be able to switch out and reset those stat drops. Replaces the terrain. I go ahead and switch out and go into my Celestia. And I take the Psychic really well. There's no Psychic terrain. I resist. It's nothing. It's just a scratch. And Leaf Blade is actually going to get the crit here, which I believe is relevant, especially with the stat drops. So that's pretty lucky. Leaf Blade does have an increased chance to crit. But that was a really nice pickup. I get the Beast Boost, which negates the Intimidate. And then I get another Intimidate. So now I'm looking really solid. I'm a little bit worried about the Tapu Koko because Celestia can't really take a hit very well from Tapu Koko. So I go ahead and protect here. And I just want to finish off the Crocodile. Tapu Koko goes for Discharge. And Discharge is actually really strong right now because it gets boosted from Stab and the electric terrain. And there's a lot of Pokemon that are immune to it, like Marowak and Garchomp and Crocodile, and it's just a great thing to have on your team. It also has an increased chance to paralyze, and while paralyzation was nerfed in this gen, it's still strong. And speed control with there's no more icy wind from move tutor, so speed control is still really important, and there's less ways to do it. So having discharge give you paralysis is just a nice option. At that point, though, it's 3-on-1, and my opponent concedes the game. Go ahead and let me know any suggestions that you have, any requests for Pokemon for me to look at. And yeah, I am getting a what you call it, a capture card on a 3DS soon. So I will be able to do that. I will do some stuff on Showdown as well because the black lines I know are kind of annoying, but yeah. So I'm back. I'm recording a lot of VGC content. If you guys want to see a lot of singles content, I can do that as well. Like I said before, I'm going to try to finish the season in the top 10 within the U.S. Right now I'm sitting at number 9 or 10. I might the recording stopped. Sorry about that. But I'm going to be trying to, or I'm going to be using a webcam. I'm going to get a capture card for my 3DS. If you guys have any solutions in the meantime, let me know. But yeah, I'm excited to do some VGC and singles content for you guys, and I will see you next.